Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Movie Cranks. Today, me and Mike will be trying something a little new, giving you a preview of the entire month of what we're going to be watching for you guys in September.
Yeah, like a little preview.
Yeah, it's a preview.
Okay.
So, we're going to be starting this week with It.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggie.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm most looking forward to.
That's my most looked forward to movie of this entire month.
What have you heard so far?
I think it has like a 72 on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. It's a little mixed, but a lot of people are really saying it's good.
The biggest problem I've heard is people are saying it's like almost 3 hours.
I have heard that. Oh my god, that somebody told me it worked it.
It's 2 hours and like 47 minutes or something.
3 hours. And I'm like, 3 hours? And he's like, I don't know if I'll even have a chance to review it because it's so long. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to watch it.
They said they combined so much material and they tried to stay so close to the book, the story as it was, that it's a monster of a movie.
But you know what?
I'm glad.
I'm ready for a monster of a movie.
If it's entertaining and the kids are as good, well, the adults are as good as what the first movie was, then I'm ready for it. I think it'll be great.
Yeah, the adults look good. I mean, you got
the
whole new
cast
incredible that I am excited about. And I hear that the kids are in this one too.
Yep.
I'm sure there's going to be some flashbacks. Bill Skarsgård's back. And that's what's got me excited. I love his interpretation.
As long as they leave out all the new Hollywood
Pennywise
nonsense and left it like the first one, and they stay true, where there's no, movement or politics or any of that nightmare involved, then I'm happy.
No, I think this is just going to be about Pennywise.
I hope so.
Killing people.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
So what's coming out for the weekend afterwards? It's going to be a slow one, but we got Hustlers.
It's a slow weekend. Yes, we got Hustlers. I'm a little excited about this one for a different reason.
This may sound weird, but every time I see the startup of the trailer and it's dark and it's in the club, I think of the movie Belly. That was a big favorite of mine.
You know what? When I see this, what I think of? This is Magic Mike for men.
It kind of is. I don't know if there's going to be naked scenes or sex or anything in it, but I like the idea.
It does look like it has a better story than Magic Mike had.
Oh, yeah.
For of us guys who actually were stupid enough to watch Magic Mike. It looks like it's got a little better story. J-Lo, of course. 50 years old, still being able to play a stripper.
I watched
a movie
is
ridiculously good.
And she was good in that. So that's my whole library of knowledge.
I have a new favorite too. Lily Reinhart. I never knew her. Never heard nothing of her.
Yeah,
saw her in the trailer and was like, I'm in love.
Yeah, she looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And the idea of this young group that was growing up during 08, 09, during the crash, and they now are running out of money and opportunities, and they need to go after the big corporate rich guys and stuff. I think it's great.
Yeah, there is one problem with this movie. This is going to start up something with strippers. They're going to be like, hey, maybe that's not
it's going to start up the whole
just watch. Somebody's going to get arrested for trying this now. If it hasn't already been
It happens
done.
all the time. That's part of the game. Yeah. I mean, so I think all we're going to go see is a good little like a con movie.
Yeah.
And there's going to be probably a killing that we're not expecting. There's going to be some dark scenes, and there's going to be a lot of comedy.
I think there's going to be a lot of comedy in it too.
So I'm excited. I think that's not going to be as bad as what some people are thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So, and then we have a big weekend.
Yes,
we have the
movies.
twofer.
Actually, that weekend though, we're going to try to knock out our Dark Crystal.
Yes,
that weekend.
Dark Crystal we started last week. We've gotten through 2 episodes so far. We're going to hit another 2 this weekend, another 2 after that. But we're almost about halfway then.
So, what are your first thoughts on Dark Crystal so far?
It looks amazing. It was the quality that I was expecting. After watching the first one just before this came out, The Age of Resistance, I saw how amazing the first one looked all over again, and how much they tried and put into that, and all the way they put scenes together. Like, they had an actual live actor real far away walking, like Lord of the Rings kind of thing, but then all of a sudden they zoom up close for the puppet and have him like just from the waist up. But it was neat seeing them do all these different techniques. But this one, the only thing that's a little lacking to me right now in the first 2 episodes, which I know they're putting the story together and in investing us in the characters and stuff, but it feels like the writing and the story itself are what are lacking. It's not the visuals, it's not the acting, the voiceovers, the anything. It seems concentrated just in storyline and maybe directing. I don't know, but it's there.
With me, I think it's been good so far. You actually, I guess, had a head start on me. I haven't watched the original freaking Dark Crystal since I was probably 10 or 11 years old, back when I actually knew every word of it.
Oh, it was so good to see it again.
And like I was telling people at my work, and I think I said it on the show before, there used to be like this house that was like built like a barn. And for some reason, I thought the Dark Crystal people lived there when I was a kid. Something, you just don't know why you thought that.
I watched that movie so young that I could only watch it once. Yes, I watched it one time and never watched it again until now.
I think I watched it 5 or 6 times when I was young. Oh. And this one, to me, I'm kind of with you on the storyline. It started a little convoluted, but it's coming together now. On that second episode, I started really kind of getting to that last second episode. Yeah. Right at the end, I was going, okay, I'm starting to like this. The visuals are amazing. I can't believe what they've done there. They've got practical, they got CGI, they got the puppets, and the puppets even look a little different. They look like they're more detailed than what they were back in the 80s.
I know.
And I think there's times I was like, this is like Avatar level.
I mean, they gotta be blending CGI with practical in a way, especially to make them run and walk and stuff like that. Was amazing when I saw them actually doing the running and walking around. I was like, yes, that is so cool. Exactly. I mean, it just makes the illusion and the realism more defined. So
we should get on to the next week, which that's what he just said. We got 2.
Excited.
Rambo and Ad Astra. 2 I'm really excited for.
Ad Astra is the weird one to me. Now, if you look at Interstellar, me and you were so hyped and so pumped up for a year or 2. We saw commercials that were like a year in advance for that movie.
Yeah,
and we were expecting the amazing.
And I've watched it now, and I do actually like Interstellar now.
It's not bad.
But I wish when they were kind of advertising the movie, they would have let us know they were kind of going to go an odd route with it.
Yeah.
And this one, the advertising, they're letting you know this is going to be a little odd.
It feels like an Interstellar.
Yeah.
It feels like they're going to take you on a magical mind journey.
Yeah.
And it's going to be about emotion. It's going to be about love. And it's going to be about spirituality. It's going to be all this stuff that I don't want to get in the way of my sci-fi movie.
But you know what I'm happy about? Sci-fi movie. And you got space travel. I love space travel, just the whole idea of it. I hope they end up going somewhere else, maybe another planet.
They're going in the outer ring, I think.
Yeah, because they're talking. This is supposed to be something to do with. They went on a space journey to try to find life.
Yeah, way outside.
And they just never came back.
Jupiter, or one of the moons, or something.
Yeah, and his dad never came back, and I guess they want him to try to make contact with him. I mean, to me, it sounds good. It looks like it has some incredible visuals.
It does. I mean, that's what's cool. Is it's got great looking space effects too. Like the way they're shot, the way the launch took place, the rockets, everything looked real. It looks like they did their homework.
And when he's on that, it almost looks like a tower in outer space or something, and he falls off and everything. Yeah. That looked real good. And of course, you got Brad Pitt, so good actor.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Remember when Matt Damon did The Martian? I think Matt Damon brought a cool, different look and feel and humor to sci-fi, and I think maybe from what I've seen, he could do a good role too. Yeah, he could be a good sci-fi guy.
I'll be happy if this is another Martian kind of meets Interstellar.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'd be happy with that.
What are you expecting with Rambo?
Oh God, I don't know what to expect with Rambo. This looks.
They keep advertising it in a weird way. Everything I see, because I look, when I do postings for Facebook, I look and read all the news articles every day. And I keep seeing the same ones about Rambo over and over again. It usually starts off with, "This is the bloodiest Rambo ever. There's more kills than ever in this Rambo. Rambo gets back to killing every motherfucker he can." And it's like, whoa. I mean, it's like... Let's slow down.
But that's what we want from Rambo. We'd like to see him, remember the last Rambo?
That was crazy.
Where he was just literally sitting there with a Gatling gun, just like, just knocking down everybody.
Even though it was fun, did you still think the story was as good as the other ones, though? The old ones?
I thought it was just as good, not as good as First Blood, though.
No.
I'm hoping this one kind of goes back to First Blood, comes a little back more to reality. And it kind of looks like, some of the trailer kind of looks like maybe it is. I know he is supposed to have some kind of kid, granddaughter, someone that basically he's close to, that I believe gets kidnapped by the cartel.
Right, and that's another question.
You don't kidnap Rambo's kid.
How are they going to handle... Because, I don't know, there's some people that say they don't handle Mexicans and the Mexican communities very well in these American-made action movies. I mean, you got Sicario. Sicario was kind of harsh. I mean, it made Mexico look like a drug-fueled nightmare. And there was a lot of shooting and violence. And do you think it's going to be that same way with this? Or is it going to be like...
Well, a lot of Mexico is a drug-filled nightmare.
Don't say that! Oh my God!
You don't want to brought it up.
Like, have hitmen
but, you know, you got... Whenever you're making movies about the cartel...
Yeah.
You're going to have that aspect. And to me, if you're making a movie and you're bringing up the cartel, you do need to... How do you say it? Like, you know, you got to throw in the movie magic. You gotta heighten it, make it seem more than what it is.
But remember how in the last Rambo, they were killing guys that were like literally burning down villages full of children and women, and they were killing everybody? So when you attack them back, when Rambo started mowing them down, you felt nothing for them. You hated them. You loved it. Their heads were exploding.
You know what's funny?
What's going to happen in this?
I didn't really hate them. I didn't really care.
Oh, they were...
I just liked watching Rambo mow people down.
Well, yeah, but I always look into the people, too. That's what... I don't want to see him just cutting down waves of Mexican people.
I would like a really good, put-together villain.
Yes.
I think, like Sicario.
Yes.
Where he has that villain that, you know...
Someone behind the scenes that's like a Godfather figure that's tough.
Just like John Wick had one.
Right.
Where, you know...
More realistic, though.
Yeah, it's just a good villain, well put together.
You think he's going to die?
No, I think they actually did come up and say there's going to be maybe possibilities more Rambo.
That's what I heard, too. I'm going to go on record saying he's not going to die.
No.
I'm going to say he's going to kill 322 people.
Now, they may leave you hanging on him dying, thinking.
Maybe.
But no.
How many people do you think he's going to kill?
Oh.
Let's throw out a number. I'm going to go in the 300 range.
I'm going to go 528.
Holy moly! It's going to wipe out platoons of Mexicans. Good Lord. So, that takes care of that weekend. And finally, we have another one I'm looking forward to. Yeah. This is going to be a great month. Is 21 Bridges.
I think this one looks real good, too.
The 27th is coming out. The 21 Bridges. It's going to be a hell of a good movie.
Yeah. I just love cop movies.
I love
cop movies that just get right down gritty to the real.
Yes.
And they feel... Like, I think Mark Wahlberg did one a while back, and there's been some other ones I've really liked. I can't think of all their names.
Yeah, well, The Departed.
Yeah, The Departed.
That's an incredible thriller cop.
Yeah.
Kind of cop. It's more like a mob cop thing. But this looks like a straight... The police are involved. There's something dirty going on. There's people that are innocent and that are being hunted, and they got the crew being hunted down.
All 21 bridges going into New York.
Yep.
And it looks fabulous.
And Black Panther's after them. I mean, you can't get any better.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like a good, well put together movie.
So that wraps up our September preview.
Oh, we do need to talk about one other thing.
We need to talk about two other topics.
We're going to be doing a terror review coming up soon at the end of the season. We've gotten through 2 episodes now.
Yeah, the third one I'm watching tonight.
Yeah, we got the third one coming up. We got the third one coming up.
Yep.
So what are you thinking so far with this season of terror? We loved last season. We made a review on that. You can check that out.
Definitely check that out. It's one of my favorites.
It's a great review. It's a great
I spent
show.
Weeks studying for that one.
Yeah.
It felt like I was back in school again.
No, I really liked the first season, but the second season, what are you thinking so far?
I hate to say this.
I know.
Because the idea, premise, the story of Japanese POWs, concentration camps or whatever you want to call them, I think it's a really cool idea. But so far, I have not been overly impressed. And I don't know if it's just the actors or if it's the writing, but I feel like even in the first episode, they already introduced this demon or ghost creature that can twist and turn and kill someone. It's like they've already thrown the bad guy out at us. There was no build up. I mean, that was episode 1, for God's sakes.
Yeah. For me, I'm having trouble this year. I mean, a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I think the acting's been kind of, the stories, and I just kind of find myself kind of zoning out during some of this. You know, I don't feel like the first season's villain was a freaking polar bear with a human face.
But not only that, the bigger villain was hunger, ice, freezing weather.
The isolationism, stuff. You don't have that here.
No.
You had the survival, you don't have that
I'm
here.
sorry, but the first one, those guys, if you compare the survival and the disaster of the two movies or two shows, the first one was way out there.
And the first one too, it's a true story.
Yep.
Which this is a true story in a way, a fictionalized. It's fictitious characters. But the first story, they gave real names from the people who actually.
I meant the bear and all that.
Yeah, that's fictionalized, of course.
Yeah.
But there were some people caught out in the ice, and they came up with the real names for them, and they used those names in the movie.
Yep. From the evidence that they gathered.
The show.
Yeah.
And here, this is more fictionalized, even though it is a true event that did occur back during World War, was it II?
Yeah, in the World War II part is more in the background than I thought it would be.
I was really hoping that this was going to be about maybe a platoon. Because when I first heard World War II, I got super stoked. I was like, this is going to be awesome.
trying to warn you.
This is going to be about them and like a platoon, World War II, fighting, maybe getting stuck out somewhere.
Yeah.
Having to survive.
You don't even know what's going on.
Kind of like the first season.
Yeah.
And just crap hits the fan. They run into some demon.
This is technically more realistic because they didn't really have any news. They don't have the 24-hour updates. They don't have the internet. So they didn't even know. These families that are being taken away to these camps, they didn't even know what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
They had no clue except for what they heard in the papers. And they'd get a little bit of information here and there. So it must have been terrifying.
You know what I was expecting with this one? Remember the movie where they go, it's World War II, and then you had the zombies?
It does have that feeling of like a oppressing government coming down on them, and I like that. I mean, like you said, in Overlord.
Yeah, well, I was really hoping this was going to be like Overlord.
Oh yeah,
I thought when they started the season, they said there's going to be a war, World War II. You know,
you were expecting horror, combat,
everything, and then
like a band of brothers meets the devil.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I really having trouble with this season. Is because it is a concentration camp. I wouldn't say it was more of an internment camp.
Internment camp, yeah.
And it just seems kind of
the basis of the demon and all the stuff so far being about a pregnancy. Let's just put it out there. It's about a pregnancy, it seems. And to me, that's just a little weak, you know?
Yeah. Now we are only 2 episodes in.
Right. This
Last
is just
season
initial
went crazy,
thoughts.
So it could always hit the fan this season. So we still got like quite a few episodes to go.
Plenty more to see. We'll do a full review of that. And I'm going to be doing a review myself of Mindhunter Season 2. Will be happening probably this weekend.
I'm trying to catch up on that one.
And so it's been fantastic. I highly recommend watching that whole show, Season 1 and Season 2. They work together. So... any topics you want to bring up, Larry?
There is something, and I'm going to see what you think of this.
All right, okay. Well, let's go to live with a news broadcast with Larry Hovis.
Hey, everybody, what's up? Anyways,
how's the weather?
Okay, we got some news that I heard, and it kind of goes with the Dark Crystal a little bit because it really kind of brought the feelings of the Lord of the Rings feel to it. And that's Lord of the Rings for Amazon Prime that just cast... William Poulter, what do you think? Go.
No, I think Poulter is a good choice. He's got a lot of experience with fantasy, green screen.
He was in
that sort of
Chronicles of Narnia.
Yep.
And I was thinking
he's in Black Mirror too. So.
Yeah. Last night I seen it and I kind of went. And that's it. I went to work today and started thinking about it, contemplating, and I go. No,
he can do it.
I think he can do it, but he has to play a certain character. I can't see him playing anything but a hobbit.
mean, he can't be like an action character. We're just
I mean,
stabbing
maybe he could be an elf.
Yeah.
I could see him as an elf, too.
Maybe.
But number one would be Hobbit. If he's like Sauron or something, no to Sauron. I say it right now. William Poulter, not Sauron.
But you gotta admit, the Lord of the Rings, I have a lot of faith in Amazon right now. They've come out with, I mean, you've got The Boys.
Yep.
Insane. You got the Tom Clancy series going to be coming back soon with season 2, which has been
they've
incredible.
put out some pretty good
with Jack
original
Ryan
programming. And
so I have faith in Amazon. They're doing good.
There is one thing like with this that I do like, and that's that they're going back far enough, but not too
Way back,
far.
yeah.
They're going way back,
But
there's still characters like that they can bring back.
Right. It'll still be based in that world, which we already know.
Hasn't really been confirmed that anybody's coming back from the movie, but it could happen. Like Orlando Bloom,
right?
Cate Blanchett.
Yep.
It's a chance, and I would love to see them in this. That would make it great.
I think all in all, it's going to be a great movie tie-in. But like, they're not only going to sell the show and make Amazon rich, they're going to sell the movie again.
All I know is after seeing Dark Crystal and what they can do with that actually gets me really excited for this.
It might look better.
With new effects nowadays. I mean, you can make such great television shows, just like The Mandalorian. And you can bring these big screen effects right to the small screen nowadays. And that's something I'm really happy about.
I am too. I mean, the only thing I'm a little nervous about is, once again, what are they going to base it upon? What is the story going to be about? And I just hope it's something good. I don't want a Game of Thrones situation where I go 8 freaking years or whatever in, and it turns out to be shit. So,
well, you would take a good another 7 years of Game of Thrones, though. That was good, right?
No. Season 7 and 8 were so bad, I'm glad it ended.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's about all we have for September. I think our computer just died, so...
Yep, it's dead. The only other thing I want to bring up, there's 2 things. Number 1, fuck EA. Number 2, fuck all the sports games that are putting all these loot boxes and everything into games. If we're going to talk about some gaming news right now.
Oh, I'm so sick of loot boxes.
I'm so sick of monetization of...
Have you seen the new basketball game?
Yes.
Oh
that's
my God.
What I was going to bring up.
It has a slot machine.
NBA 2K, or NBA, what is it called? It's
2K NBA
2K
or NBA 2K
19 or something, 2K19 or something like that. They've got a slot machine, they've got like a Plinketto kind of thing going, they've got all this stuff that is strictly to tie in gambling for kids.
Yeah, it's pay to play.
It's unbelievable, and I think it's absolutely should be made illegal. I don't mind selling cosmetics. Like, look at Division 2. They sell hats and shirts and all this kind of stuff. That's fine. Has no effect on the game. You don't have to buy it.
But even then, you don't get it through a slot machine.
No, you don't. I cannot believe they went that far. 2K games should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them people need to be in prison if this goes through.
They literally just were like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
They
said this to basically all the rule makers.
Yeah, they said, hey, EA, you're making billions, so we need to do something to be even more shitty. You know, and it's like they wanted to trump EA.
And EA, they've been the top offender of all this.
Oh, yeah. For Madden, and there's soccer and FIFA and Battlefront.
I mean, you think they would have learned their lesson right there.
Yeah.
Battlefield, Battlefront. They should have learned their lesson there. I mean, literally, the games didn't do as good because of their
Look at Battlefield 5. They
boxes.
literally lied to all of us. They kept saying, well, this is going to come out like this. This is going to come out like 3 months after release. This is going to none of that stuff. It is taking them a year just to add in a couple new maps and some stuff like that. It's gotten to be to where you don't even believe any of these people anymore. Yeah, and the only way to stop them is stop buying the crap and the loot boxes.
Yeah, but where else are they going to get the good basketball game?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this is your only choice.
Really?
You got to stop it. You got to basically let them know no more of this. Like, what do they call that? Monopolies.
Yeah.
No
they
more
have a monopoly on the
no
whole
more
thing.
monopoly over sports games. Let's start making some other good sport games from other makers.
An indie company.
Don't put slot machines in them.
Oh.
Or go back and update.
Get rid of the card packs.
Update your rosters.
Yeah, get rid of the card packs.
Yeah.
You don't need that crap.
Or you can go back, play an old game, update the roster, and keep going from there.
And the other thing I want to bring up before we end tonight is the hurricane. Make sure, if you can, check out the Red Cross pantries, any other services that can provide food, donations, anything like that to help people that are hit by the hurricane. It's been awful, especially for the Bahamas. If you can, please remember to donate. I already had a link on our Facebook page to do that. I highly recommend it. And Larry?
So that's about it, guys. So come back. We're going to have another reaction. We're going to be doing Bad Boys. So
yeah,
come back, check that out. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Help us hit 1,000. We're getting close. We got about 250 more to go.
Oh, yeah. We're almost there.
Help us get to 1,000, and that's about it. So until next time, guys. See you later.
Peace.